right here. This is over in Whittier, California, where we do know that at least 11 people are in critical condition after a car slammed into a group of student runners. Not a lot of information released just yet. We know that a driver is in custody, according to our station there in the area of Whittier, California. All of them students at a sheriff's academy, and this actually happened apparently right outside of that academy. We do have a live report coming in from our Fox team out there. I do want to pop up the audio to see if you can hear what they're saying. All right, so it does appear they have just stopped speaking, but as you can see, it is a very active scene here. Again, at least 11 people now in critical condition after some sort of vehicle did slam into those student runners right outside of that Sheriff's Academy building, and all of them apparently students there in Whittier, California. We are going to work to gather some more information on this, and we will bring it to you live, raw, and unfiltered here on Live Now from Fox. It does sound like our crew out there is now speaking.
11 critical, that is a huge number, and of course these cadets are out here and other fellow cadets standing by right now, but the county fire department and paramedics, they are the ones working the hardest, trying to make sure that all those injured are treated and getting to the hospital as quickly as possible. This is very chaotic, but again, in all that chaos, there's a lot of it's all planned chaos. These guys know what they're doing. They're trained professionals down there. They're handling these folks as best they can and getting them to the hospitals as quickly as possible.
If you are just joining us here on Live Now from Fox, you can see patients being transported to the hospital here. We know at least 11 people are in critical condition after a car or some type of vehicle there slammed into those student runners. That does appear to be the vehicle off there to the side of your screen. We are told that a driver is in custody, but no other information has been released at that point. You are looking at a live view from Sky Fox, a very chaotic scene at this point, as police and other law enforcement agencies work to piece together exactly what happened here. But again, a driver in custody after a vehicle did slam into a crowd there of student runners over in Whittier, California. All of them, at least 11, listed there in critical condition. And we are listening back in to see if
good, very good sign. Hopefully we have not heard about any fatalities as of yet, and we really pray that it stays that way. Right now, though, this seems to be the most busy spot right here with a number of paramedics and LA County firefighters working on those injured. Another gurney coming up there, so they're going to be placing those folks in the ambulances here shortly. But again, just a crazy, chaotic scene this morning right next to the Star Academy. These folks out running this morning, these youngsters and young folks, not youngsters, but and then being plowed down by that vehicle. Again, we don't know anything about the driver except that the driver is in custody. Of course, the deputies, and there's going to be a huge investigation on how all this happened.
And what you are listening to. I do want to give you viewer discretion advised at this point, as we are not sure. As you could hear, the reporter with our Fox affiliate saying they don't know of any fatalities, but it is important to note that viewer discretion is advised, as this is very early in this investigation, and you can see several gurneys out there, as well as several patients that are being taken away. So again, viewer discretion is advised here. At least 11 people listed in critical condition after a car did slam into a group of those student runners right outside of that Sheriff's Academy there in Whittier, California. A very active scene. We do know the driver is in custody, but we are working to gather some more information here. I do keep listening in to our Fox affiliate there to see if their reporter does start to speak again. They are obviously on air at this point, providing this information to their viewers. We are trying to pull up their on-air newscast right now so we can play that for you here, raw and unfiltered, on Live Now from Fox.
High vis.
It does appear that the reporter there will start speaking once again. We are going to keep listening in here to, let's see. All right, so we are actually routing in.
It is
our,
crazy.
We're
looking at a lot of the areas where the medical debris is, where the probably the most critical were taken just before Skyfox got here, and this is actually right by this pole. Again, this is just I don't like doing that, grabbing at things, but I would wonder if the vehicle hit that pole and then that pole came down on those runners, because you can see where a lot of that medical debris is right there, right by that light standard that has come down, or possibly they drove through a bunch of those kids and then hit that pole. At any rate, very tragic to have 11 folks that badly injured this morning. You are correct, though. All these runners, this is LA County. These are going to be deputies or folks that wanted to be deputies, and they all have that high vis on their uniforms, like you said, that green reflective tape. So they definitely were wearing that this morning, so they did have that high visibility. Not sure if those folks were on that sidewalk or running, maybe even possibly just running out of the entranceway right here. You can see that where the car is and where that entranceway is. Possibly they were making their way back or to or just out of when this tragedy happened. I am getting confirmation right now that 2 of the LA County fire ambulances, air ambulances, are en route, possibly going to be landing here or at an adjoining park. There's plenty of spots where they can land. We'll keep an eye and an ear on that as well. But right now we're watching as the last of the injured are being placed in ambulances, and they'll be taken to local hospitals. But again, 11 folks, youngsters, 20-year-olds, that deputies, possible wannabe deputies, they are all injured this morning. This is beyond tragic. It's just so sad to see. And hopefully this was, just an accident and not caused by anything other than that.